mean, everybody, we saw something tonight that you might never fucking see again as long as you live. I mean, what that guy does, the spinning back where he steps to the side and then steps back, and he just kind of laid in there. He ate some shots. He let him hit him. He was moving his head and then playing with him. And then the minute he said, "I'm done," it was done. It's unbelievable. Nobody does that. Nobody in this sport is able to do that. You know, and it's why sometimes when I get these guys that start saying, I don't know, Anderson Silva might not be the #1 pound. Are you out of your fucking mind? Nobody can do what this guy can do. He's the greatest of all time, and I think he's the greatest in any combat sport. You don't see anybody. I mean, even I'm a huge Tyson fan, and in Tyson's heyday, you know, Tyson was executing people, and you were just wondering how long it was going to be until he knocked somebody out. He had this power and this intensity and this meanness that people were afraid of. Anderson Silva just does amazing things that nobody else can do.
Can you pinpoint his reluctance to fight Jon Jones? I mean, do you think he's just like negotiating with you?
He's playing games with me. That's what he's doing. I know how he works and I know how he thinks. And he always has this thing of being humble, where it's not like I'm gonna say, yeah, I'll fight Jon Jones and I'll beat him. He never does that, you know. He never does that. But I know how he is, and he wants to show everybody by the time he leaves who the man is. So I think the way to do that is right now, if you look at number 1, 2, and 3 on my list, the way that I look at it, he's number 1, GSP's number 2, and Bones is number 3. And people will argue the 2 and 3 slot, but George St. Pierre's been around for a long time. He's fought everybody. You know, Jon Jones' run has been a year and a half. Will he have to go on another 8-fight win streak to get it? I don't know. We'll see. You know, the hard part about like a guy like Fitch, as tough and durable as he is, he fought George St. Pierre, and it was very one-sided. You know what I mean? The best thing that could happen to him is Carlos Condit wins. You know what I mean? It's just he's in a tough spot.
Were you surprised with his performance tonight?
Who? Fitch? Fitch is a good fighter, man. You know, like I said in the thing, everybody bitches about him laying on people. This is mixed martial arts. You got to make it so he doesn't do that to you. And for 2 rounds, Erick Silva did that. You know, Erick Silva gassed out. This was a big fight in his home country. He gassed out. I'm sure he's sitting there right now beating himself up mentally, and he will over the next several months until he fights again. We're going to see what Erick Silva's made of. He's either going to, this is going to be his GSP Matt Hughes fight, or this could mess him up for a long time.
Being in limbo right now, would you mind commenting a little bit on that?
Sure. I don't run that company. Call the guy who does. I got nothing to say about it.
But you had, asked Frank Mir to go over there. How do you feel for him and for the guys that were offering themselves to go up and fight Daniel?
I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
I start talking about this, things will be real bad.
How about we change the subject?
Well, it's not really in a limbo state. I mean, the title fight just happened. You know, there's probably going to have to be a couple of guys that are going to have to fight each other right now. And we'll figure it out. Like I said, this George St. Pierre fight isn't a done deal. It's not like you guys are writing now George St. Pierre is going to happen. Who knows what's going to happen? Anderson might fight and defend the 85-pound title before he meets GSP. Who knows? Anything could happen.
Do you have any idea why the GSP fight is so important to him?
I think the Jon Jones one is too. Yeah, I think that he'd love to knock off the 2 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. You know what I mean? Those are the 2 guys that everybody talks about, one above him and one below him. It just, the guy's broke every record in UFC history. He's going to lay down a foundation that nobody will ever be able to break. I mean, for a guy to come in and break the records that this guy's setting, what record was just broken recently where it was like, it was in football in America? You know, it was, what's his name, the other night in the football game? Breeze. Yeah, Breeze goes in and breaks this record that's been around for 50 years. Like 48 touchdowns in 48 consecutive games, which is 3 years of playing football, not being injured, sick, or hurt. You know, these are the kind of, Anderson Silva's laying down records that won't be broke for 50 years. And I think that he's at this point in his life right now where that's what he's looking at, you know? If he really thinks he has 5 years left, he's not at the tail end of his career. I mean, 5 years is a very long time. 3 fights a year for 5 years. And like I said, if he continues to go on, it's like one of the media guys asked him here tonight, you know, when do you walk away and Let me tell you what you don't do. You don't walk away after a performance like tonight. He's older than Stephan Bonner. It's amazing. That's what everybody has to put into context too. The guy's 37 years old, going on 38. You know, I'm a little bit older than him. I'm in my early 40s. I can barely get on a fucking treadmill. Okay, this guy's doing this shit and stepping out of the way of spinning back kicks. Are you shitting me? You know, 37 is when a guy is done. It's over. He's toast. It's, you know, especially in the fight business. Anderson's a guy who hasn't partied. He's a guy who's taken care of himself, hasn't abused his body, and is just a freak of nature when it comes to fighting. He's the greatest ever. I mean, this guy, you know, people are this and that about him, and everybody's always him and Han. I'm telling you right now, watch every fight that he has, enjoy every moment that he's here, because when he's gone, you're going to fucking regret it. You're going to wish you watched more. It's like Jordan. I think about when Jordan played basketball, and even the games that didn't mean a lot, he still did a lot of great shit. It's just, the Anderson Silva is the guy you want to watch when he's fighting, because you're going to see some shit you've never seen before in your life.
Can you tell us anything about the upcoming toughs? Any new territories you're going to be going to? You can tell us about?
India, just same one. Same old. Canada, you knew Canada. Yeah, that's it right now.
When you keep saying India, you think you'll get a live event there next year, or are we just talking the Ultimate Fighter?
Ultimate Fighter, then a live event.
The finale, or you mean like another?
Yeah, the finale and then another one.
The fight between Lyoto Machine and Don Henry will happen?
Yeah, I talked to Leo about that tonight. We'll see.
Could you give more details on that?
Now that what?
The contract limitations for the fighters about dangerous activities like the motorcycle
Listen,
accident.
you know, I can put a ton of shit in the contracts. I mean, it doesn't mean that a guy isn't going to jump on a jet ski or go motorcycle riding. Yeah,
Can
but
be held.
it's just so stupid. I mean, listen, Jose Aldo, I love you, man, but dude, you made a lot of money, okay? You cheap bastard, buy a car. All right, man, you're still driving around on a motorcycle, for Christ's sake? Huh? He doesn't have a license. I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, come on. Get a fucking ride then, all right? Have a friend pick you up and drive you. He's going to risk all his whole career. When I see the guys driving motorcycles in this country, I can't even fucking believe it. I can't even believe it. To think that a professional athlete would jump on a motorcycle and drive through that traffic. Guy hit our mirror today in the car. Where's my gang? Who's with? Right? Guy hit us today on the bike, right? Motorcycle? Yeah, hit us. The motorcycle guy hit us today in the car.
Nobody has to
Fucking that was Jose Aldo. It's so stupid. It's crazy. Are you shitting me?
Who else are you going to get in to support Bruce Buffer?
Who else? The Buffer? We're going to do the Buffer hologram. Like, it's going to be like Tupac. Yeah, exactly. Good? Yeah? Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yep.